Welcome back to the channel. So we are resurrecting the Sunny. Well, it's already resurrected actually. It works. It drives, it's registered. You can see my very small area for work. I'm fixing up the bumper which was bent and just tidying up the grille as well. Today though, I want to put in new carpet. The carpet's not bad, it's just old I suppose. I could probably just leave it. I got some nice new carpet that's tan color, similar to that. So I also want to take out the seats and give them a good steam clean because they haven't been steam cleaned ever. Well, not that I've had, since I've had it. And just give it a good tidy up. First lesson I learned, make sure you've got ample access from both sides and it's not too tight so you can get in and out easy and remove items of the interior easily. But anyway, let's just get into this interior and see what we can do about taking it apart. First things first, take out the front seats. It's one seat out, looks a bit messy. Definitely needs a clean. My mum's cat loves this car, so she sleeps in here all the time. Especially on the floor and up the back. All right, we'll get into this next one. Bit dirty there too. Is that plastic? Yeah, that's plastic. Alright. Back seat now should be a lot easier. Don't think I had hit record on that. But there you go. I really can't wait to get under here and just give it a good fucking vacuum and clean. Boy was it satisfying steam cleaning these. Second thing I learned is just go really slowly with removing everything, especially old plastics. Don't want to break any clips, don't want to crack any already cracked plastics. You want to maintain as much integrity of the items as you can because they are old. Okay, this is what we're working with. Not too bad. Good clean. I'll probably leave that backing in there. Short of getting some more and cutting it out, but I don't know how likely that is. If I can, that'd be cool. I'll put some sound deadener behind there. Might put some sound deadener just on the floor there and maybe under the carpet, 1 or 2 sheets. Like I won't go overboard, just a bit. Doesn't really need it, it's pretty quiet. It's probably more, if anything, just for a little bit of the heat retardation and just a removal of some of the vibration. Sweet, all right, now we've got to get rid of these side trim bits. And the center console. I think the easiest thing to do is just remove all that shit, that foamy that felty shit, and put sound deadener there. That's it. Couple of sheets. Who cares? It doesn't add to any comfort or anything like that. There's no soft cushioning or anything, so just remove it. Underneath it though is that ugly piece of MDF, which unfortunately I thought there'd be a wall there, but it's just that MDF, and then it goes into the garage, the boot, so I might just recreate that MDF piece if it's even worth the effort. Okay, all done. The floors in this are entirely rust free. I was pretty impressed. Where I've given this a really rudimentary just vacuum down. Those front pieces have just got some sticky shit with the fluff, so I'll leave that whatever. I have been umming and ahhing about what to do with that, whether I make a new one. It's in pretty decent condition. What I'm gonna do, scrape some of this crap off, some of the leftover underlay, and then I'm just going to cover it with this stuff, which is Car Builder's acoustic liner. It's for under bonnet situations. I put it on the Gazelle. This I'll just stick on the back there. It's pretty similar to that underlay. It'll do the job, and that underlay probably didn't do shit anyway, so let's run with this. I'll also probably just stick like 4 or 6 sheets of Car Builder sound deadener on the floor here, 2 under the seats, 2 in the back part, and then 2 in the front. That's it. I'm not going to try and drown the floor with
sound deadener. Just want to have a few bits, make a bit of a difference, that's it.
Another lesson I learned was make sure you keep the original carpet so you can measure up and trim. Not so much for the holes, they're easy to find. It's more about the length of the sides, how it hangs out the edges, because you need to trim very slowly there. You can easily trim too much and then you can't add anything more back. Okay, that's all the sound deadening I'm adding to this floor.
Alright, so that's the sound deadening that I'm going to do for this. I wouldn't bother if I was going to, like, one day down the track I will strip it all back to bare metal and fix any bits of rust and get it pristine, but for now this will do. It's not drowning in sound deadener. Put the back seat on too, because why not? Start piecing it together. Alright, now we'll start looking at the underlay. 2 pieces. Alright, we're putting in the rear underlay. Trimmed a few holes for the seatbelt and handbrake. Gonna have to trim the edges there, here, and the holes for the back feet, for the back bolts of the seat, and I guess for this bolt, the bolts along here, for that plastic trim piece that will go over there. Instead of trimming this back part, I'm just gonna leave it because it's gonna sit underneath the seat anyway. So once that trim piece is on and then the seat's on, it should hold it in place better, but I think I'll put some double-sided tape underneath this.
I didn't bother putting any tape in the end because it really wasn't that much of an issue. As long as I didn't move around too much, it didn't either, so no dramas there.
So when I was doing some of the work, I thought I had the camera on, but I did not. So we've made some progress. Back carpet is in as far as just we sort of placed it. I've made the holes for the seatbelt, the 2 seatbelt clips and the handbrake cover. So yeah, now we're just going to work towards making all the holes that are needed to fit this rear carpet, which is basically all along here for the cover that goes across there, that sort of this brown piece here, and then also obviously the 2 or 3 areas where you bolt the back base seat in, and then the rear trims that go across each side. The heat gun was good to just get those little corners in and mold the carpet into the shape of the floor. So what I've seen a lot of people doing online to make sure the holes fit well or in the right spot, and cutting it fairly neatly. Is locate where the holes that you want to cut are, and then with a hot soldering iron, and lucky here I guess we've got a bit of room for error, because fucking and then it will just burn a nice neat hole, yeah, right through it there. Perfect. We've got plenty of room for error there, so I'm not too worried. There are other spots, but that's what I did for these ones as well. All of them, the same process, very quick and easy. And so that is one of the learnings for sure. Go delicate on these. You don't want to have these big black marks. Yes, the screw might cover most of it, but if it's not, or whatever's not, it's going to look like shit. Go gentle with this soldering iron, and be wary of the edges. So I don't have a solution for it. I'm sure there's some smarter people out there that can figure something better out, but yeah, don't push it all the way through, but that's sort of how you gauge the size and distance, and that's how you can make a nice round hole, but you don't want to have these burn marks around the edges. Move these. I just put these old rubber mats. They look good, they just look neater. just to protect what I've done. The lighting, this is far back, but yeah, you can get a good view of it. Looks quite neat, really. See the front. Again, move these out of the way, but yeah. So lining that up didn't quite go to plan. It's not 100% straight, so that's a bit annoying, but the edges and the seams all look pretty good. Up there looks good. Up into the center console, not bad. It's not that far up, just a tad. Anyway, these cover it and protect it because I want it to look good still. Just check this other side. The lighting not the best, but yeah, so you can see along this edge it was a bit rougher, and the plastic, so I need to trim a bit more in some spots there, but I trimmed too short here, so I had to stick it together. So man, I wish I could find some good interior trim. I might need to try and refurb that stuff and just give it a clean and a paint, because it does look a bit shit. But again, under here, well, it looks pretty good. The seams up there, so in general it looks great. It's just, it was a bigger job than I thought, a bit harder than I thought, and there were some things that I could have done better. But overall, pretty happy with the job. I'm definitely going to do it again, and it sounds like, well, I'm thinking about putting coupe seats in here, black leather, so I might need to do black door trims at least. Maybe I can still leave the crazy different color carpet. I'll have to see how that all goes, but I could always get black carpet and do a better job, and maybe get a higher quality carpet now that I've had this as a test run, just to see if I can do a better job second time around with better carpet. This carpet's very plasticky, I would say, so yeah, if I could just get something a bit nicer, a bit more plush, black or something like that, wouldn't be too bad. But then, what do I do about the back seat? That is the problem. Anyway, hope you enjoyed this episode. Gonna be pumping out a few more in the coming weeks, so stay tuned for those. Bye for now.